Through the Gears programme is a really interesting programme, and it's been a great opportunity for us to help some of the young people in Levenmouth. The main purpose of the programme is to make our community safer, and that's mainly by providing a safer environment for kids and young people to learn to ride motorcycles. But also within that, we take the opportunity to use the motorcycles as a carrot really for education and learning. So on the programme we will look at motorcycle maintenance, fixing, maintaining motorcycles, but also look at the consequences of getting caught riding illegally. If they were caught by the police, we'll look at the law, we'll look at the criminal law, we'll look at civil law, what happens to the young person if they get caught, what happens to their bike if they get caught riding illegally. We'll look at the victim perspective, we'll look at the sporting opportunities and the health and education and the determination. It's all character building, the off-road motorcycling. So at the weekends, these guys are now going to have an opportunity to go to the Scottish Motocross Championships and the Scottish Twin Shock Championships and enjoy a bit of racing. I think we're going to have maybe about 8 young people going through that are going through the Gears and then on to racing as well.
For everybody that one, probably keep the elbow up and just use the wrist. Like aye, Jessica, sometimes your elbow was down there as well. Just keep the elbow up and use the wrist.
Every Friday we're up here at the track on these amazing motorbikes, one of which was secured through the Leaving programme. That was the community fund that was done recently. So it's great for them to get up here, and they're absolutely buzzing. When they come off the bike, they're like absolutely buzzing. And that's a real alternative to drugs and alcohol, because it's the same thing that's happening. The body's releasing adrenaline. You're getting endorphins, dopamine, all the happy biochemicals buzzing about your brain. So you can get high on motocross is what we want to promote there. But not only the motorcycling aspect of it. Barry, the community education worker, will also take them to the fire station, and they'll learn about fire safety and the risks that's involved with the risk-taking behaviour, lighting fires, wheelie bins, which is a big problem in Levenmouth. So we've been tying in with the Improving Levenmouth Together programme, where it's a multi-agency meeting where we'll share information and we'll try and help to reduce the problems, including antisocial behaviour, antisocial riding, but also other aspects of antisocial behaviour. We'll have Clued Up, we'll do a wee bit of work with Clued Up. They'll come in and they'll talk about the drugs and alcohol, the consequences, and the impact that it has on mental health and also the community as well. So there's quite a lot going on. Some of these young guys and girls, we've got 2 young girls on the programme now who are doing amazing. But to see the change in them, over the course of the year, maybe they wouldn't be attending school, and then they've got to get picked up at school, and every single time after we've been in there, the only reason they'll get back is if there's continual improvement. If there's no improvement, then we'll be saying, look, you can't come back if you're getting into trouble, if you're caught riding illegally, if you're not going to school. We'll be doing what we can not to bring you back. But if there's continual improvement, we'll definitely reinforce their good behaviour and get them back on track. Yeah.
Some of the kids we get here, some of them have not got confidence, some have got quite a lot of behavioural issues, so when they come up here it's a different environment, they learn different, so they thrive in this kind of environment, so build confidence in their own riding. Some of them have rode bikes quite a lot of years, but within that they're able to build on these skills that they've already got and ride properly. They just fly about thinking, I'm a great rider, but when they come up here they actually think, I'm not cornering right, I can't go off a jump right, I'm doing bad clutch control. So within all that, they get loads for that. And then loads of educational stuff too. So when they're fixing bikes and they're in group work, they're learning a lot of skills for that. They're learning how to work with each other, build relationships with each other and other adults. So it's really beneficial for the young people.
I was at a community centre thing down in Buckhaven, and I spoke to Mary about it, and I said that I've wanted to do motorbikes for a while, and she spoke to my son about it, and my son told me there's a group about motorbikes, so my son put me on the motorbikes group waiting list, and then I got onto it. I've got a little bit about learning with other people, with like other boys, like socialling with like the rest of the boys, and Kira's on it as well. And I get along with Kira, and I think like this group just shows me that like teamwork is key, and you just have to like learn, and you just have to like get on with it. I like it a lot, and I think the rest of the group like it.
I mean, for even when I was younger, there was an issue with motorbikes, so that issue's still there. We'll never get rid of that issue, but if we could give these young people an education about the issues that surround about that, and get them to come to places like this, ride safe. If it prevents them riding on the roads, causing accidents or getting into trouble, then the money that's saved through emergency services, police, fire service, ambulances, all that kind of stuff, if we help 1 or 2 young people, then that's hugely beneficial.
We've got electric bikes there, and we applied to the Leavenmouth Reconnected programme, and this would be amazing for these guys, anybody in Leavenmouth really. I mean, the electric bike is this one on this end here, you can see that there. Petrol, combustion engines, noisy, polluting and that. We still love them, but you know, in the direction we're going nowadays, it's going to have to be electric. So these electric bikes are, the performance of them is really good, but they're really quiet. And they're good for the environment. You know, CO2 isn't pumping out the back of them. So we would love to have an exciting, innovative, you know, a unique project in Leavenmouth, and it would be unique. There's no other project like it in Scotland, if indeed the UK. So it would be amazing to have an urban trials park which is all electric. You know, we're not going to bother the neighbours, there's not going to be any noise nuisance, but it's an exciting opportunity for kids to be involved in and get them on the track and off the streets. So that was pretty quiet, Jess. How's the difference between this one and the petrol ones?
Well, you feel like it's got a lot more torque and it does feel a lot faster than fuel.
Faster than the
It
fuel,
does.
aye. But yeah, it's good for the environment. Is it just the same to ride, like, aye? Or
Basically, pretty much, yeah.
easier to ride?
I would say
Yeah.
it is.
So better to ride, better for the environment, enjoyable? Aye.
Very.
Perfect.